Let's get it.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready? We the best. It's time.
Welcome back to another Sunday afternoon episode of Software Explorations. We are going to continue with our DevOps work that we've been working on, continuing with our microservices, Docker Compose, and on AWS. And then I'm going to try, no promises, no guarantees. I'm going to see if I can update the repo that they have so that we can add these additional currencies that we've been playing around with, and then try to update that, like build it on our own Docker instance, and then use the Docker Compose for that. So we'll find out. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are Engineered to Win. We are in the building. We're going to get some work done today. So let's get after it. We got my guy in the building already, Mr. Tech Pookie himself. Yakar says, I'm just a middle class man. But Yakar, did you grow up in a middle class family? That's the question. All right, let's get to it. Let's get into our agenda for today. Let's take care of some housekeeping, get it out the way early. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers, the new ones, as well as those with me for a very, very long time. As of this morning, we have just crossed 1,700 subscribers on the channel. We are putting in the work day in and day out. You guys know there are no days off. As soon as you take a day off, that's when you start slipping behind. You start to fall behind, and then your competition is coming after you. So thank you to all the subscribers who are helping us grow, who's helping us get the word out. You guys are absolutely amazing.
I appreciate you.
And I want to salute, a big shout out to my tech savages out there. So those are my tech barbarians, my tech prodigy members, and my technical explorers.
Let's get it.
As well as shout out to those who support us on YouTube, keeping the channel moving and growing. Shout out to you all.
Hey.
And of course, we can never ever forget, shout out to the bag chasers.
Money.
And of course, last but certainly not least, my guy, Yakar, the king of the tech pookies himself. Shout out to all the tech pookies out there. Yes, indeed. All right. But as you make your way into the show, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live, and drop new content. We drop a lot of content over here. We go live a lot. We're always working, looking to add value into your life. All right. And of course, go over to techcoachralph.dev. You can sign up for free, see all the exclusive content that we have over there. It is like so many different things. Our sprint reviews, our full scrum nights, our like videos that I do about how to use LinkedIn effectively and efficiently, which we're going to talk about LinkedIn in one of our breaks today. Okay, we'll see how that goes. How to use Glassdoor, how to use AI, how to update your resume. You can even sign up for one-on-one coaching with me, where I can work with you one-on-one on your resume and interview preparation, and maybe you can even join a project so that you can build some practical experience. I will take you through how we work in the work environment, how you work on the software development team. All right. That is techcoachralph.dev. Sign up today. All right. All right. Now let's jump into our live show schedule. So first and foremost, tomorrow morning, I will be on with my guy, Joseph from Tech Niche Tips on the Talk That Tech show. I will be filling in for my guy, Trey. I'll be filling in for him. He's away this Monday morning, right? So I'll be filling in. So join me over there, 7 a.m. Eastern time, right? Join us, and we're going to have a conversation about some good stuff, AI and stuff like that. You know how we do over there. So join us. I will be simulcasting the show on my channel as well. So just, come and hang out with us. Subscribe to Tech Niche Tips as well. They have some great information every week over there. So I will be there. And then normally in the morning shows, we have the Coffee and Kata, where we do, so this Wednesday we'll be doing Coffee and Kata. We're going to be looking at the numbers to review for this for maybe on Friday. It's either we're going to do it Friday of this coming week, or we're not going to have a show for the economic numbers, because I will be busy next Saturday morning. All right. But with that being said, we're going to do the numbers on Wednesday, and we're going to continue working on fixing our test for the time cost calculator before we push it to the App Store. And then we have our Sunday afternoon shows today. We're working through DevOps, software explorations. Tuesday nights, we have our Q&A show, where you can, if you have questions, you can call in, you can ask in the chat. And I also have questions that people have asked across the internet that I answer for you, as well as Mitch's favorite, the clone, right? Shout out to my guy, Mitch. Thursday night, we have software explorations. We're going to be continuing to work on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And for some reason, there it goes. I almost missed it, right? And then last but certainly not least, and I have to say this due to contractual obligations, right? It's the men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate show. Yes, the numbers manipulate. And that's where we review the weekly economic numbers to see what is going on. We take a look at the job statuses, like what the job's going up and down. We saw there was like a 53,000, it was like a 33,000 increase in the expected number of initial jobless claims. We looked at the CPI, the PPI yesterday. We're going to continue that normally it's on Saturday mornings, but either there's not going to be a show next week, or it's going to be on Friday night. I don't know, maybe. If it's Friday night, maybe 6:30-ish. I don't know. We'll go for about an hour and a half. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you posted during the week. But as it says here, I'm reading, and it says with Mitch and your car. That's the part of the contractual obligation. But yes, with Mitch and your car, they co-host from the chat. They keep the show going. Without them, there would be no show. So clap it up for my guy Mitch. My guys Mitch and Yakar. Even when they're wrong, I
appreciate you.
Sometimes they're wrong, but I still appreciate them because they make the show. All right, they make the show. All right. And I think I mentioned already, Thursday nights we have our software explorations. We're working through our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. So join us. And then real quick, through our pre-recorded content, Mondays, tomorrow we have Candid Conversations. Wednesdays, we have software explorations, concepts and overviews. We're going to be talking about story refinements this week, the story refinement meeting. We've been going through agile meetings, agile ceremonies. And then Fridays, we have the bug bite, as well as throughout the week. We have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show and more coming soon. All right. That is our announcements for today. Your car says, let me get that off the screen. Your car says, where is everybody? They're on their way. The cavalry is coming, your car. The cavalry is coming. Have no fear. Have no fear. Right? The cavalry is coming. All right. So let's get into our little icebreaker for today, right? Just to get the show started. And I'm telling you, like, this is the stuff that gets me hooked, right? Maybe it's my competitive nature, but this is the stuff that gets me hooked, right? So, let me see. Where is this thing? Let's get to it. Go with nothing. All right, so let's get started with this. All right, let me make sure that this is going to. We got my guy Javi in the building. What's up, Javi? Hopefully you are having a good weekend. We had some amazing rolls on Friday, did we not? At Jiu-Jitsu. All right, let me see. Let's go to. Make sure all right, perfect. This works. All right, cool. So let's get to this. All right, so this had me hooked when I was scrolling, and I was like, what are they doing? I wanted to know what they were doing. So I wanted to watch this with you guys, right? Because this was pretty, this is the competitive nature in us. I was like, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Let's watch.
Go ahead. You ready? Let's go.
I'm so intrigued right now when I saw this.
Sko, hann hefur kemd að ég. Veitu hvað er það fræðimúli? Þá gerir. Ég er eftir þér.
Would you guys play this game? Would you guys play this game?
Oh my god! Það er bara að vita að tippa yfir sko, rúna. Ég held að sé... Huna frá mér! Já, hann ekki frá mig að gera eitt drópa á mig sko. Já!
I was intrigued by that. This is the type of stuff that excites me. The competition. Anyways, we have Mitch here. We have Mitch in the building. So, Mitch says, what your car actually meant was, where is Mitch? Sorry to burst your bubble, everybody. The chosen one is here. Wow. Look at your car and Ralph play with the water faucet. My kiddos send their hellos to Jiu-Jitsu, man. Shout out to the kiddos. My number one fans. I appreciate them. So, you know what? Hopefully they can hear this.
I appreciate you.
All right, we're going to get started. But, Mitch, I will say, if your car and I were having this competition, I would win. I'm just going to say it right now. I would win. Just don't even try to argue with your car. Don't even, you know that I would win that competition in your car. Hands down, all right? Anyways, let's get started with our show today. So what we're going to do, so we already have AWS started up. We're going to log into the EC2 instance. We're going to copy that Docker Compose file up there. And then we're going to see if we can use that Docker Compose file to deploy to start up the microservices on our Docker container. All right. So, and then if we have time, like I said, we'll see if we can update it locally, update the Java code in order to build it that way. And Mitch says, who is Jiu-Jitsu Man? What? Not this little guy. Who you calling little? Who you calling? That reminds me of a story real quick before I start the timer. The first time one of my friends, like the first time I met one of the guys I play basketball with, right? And he was guarding me and he's like, I got the little guy. And I'm like, who you calling little? And then he felt so offended by it. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And now it's one of my great friends. Not as best friend as Mitch is. Shout out to Mitch. But a really, really good friend of mine. All right, a really good friend of mine. But it was a great first introduction. All right. Okay, let's start our timer. Let's start our timer.
It's time to do.
All right, first things first, we are going to log into AWS. Let's go over to this screen. And we're going to say, let me see. Oh, I guess we have to, actually, no, we're going to go to the other screen because we have to start our server. We have to launch our instance. Let's go to, and we're going to go, let's say all of them. We're going to start up our Roscoe Jenkins. Start instance. And it's going to get started. And then we are going to connect to it. And while that's happening, let me see. SSH copy local file to AWS EC2 instance. Let's see. Yeah. So use SCP command to copy the file. SCP command stands for secure copy. To communicate with AWS instance, use the -i identifier parameter, which requires a private key to get a list of available options. Let me see. Let's try this one. SCP-i, the private key, and then the file that you want to copy, and then the location of the server. Cool. All right, we will do that. We shall do that. All right. Let me see, make sure this is started. And it is. All right, cool. So let's click into this, or not that one. Let's click into this. We're going to copy this. And now we're going to go to our other screen. And we are going to say, start off with SSH-i TCR. I'm going to log into this first. And then we're going to say EC2-user at, like that. And we're going to say yes to accept. All right, now we're in. Let me see, ls. All right, so, we have a Docker Compose file. What is on this Docker Compose? So let me see what's on this Docker Compose file. Cat Docker, or let me see, VI. Hello World Python. So this is a different Docker Compose. All right, so we'll do this. I don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna go here. I'm gonna do mk make directory, mkdir. That's a command to make a directory, and I'm gonna call this currency exchange or current. Let's just call it currency, right? And now I'm gonna say. Let me see. And I'm going to open up another one of these. And I'm going to say, let's go with, oops. Let's see, we go to, actually, let's go into this folder over here. And we see that we have everything. So this one we wanted on port 8000, and then this one we wanted on port 8100. So we should just be able to copy this up to the server and see what happens. All right. I guess I could, well, let's try the copy first. So let's go with ls. That should work. Right. So we're going to do SCP. Oh, shoot. Let me see if I can find. All right, let's go with cd dot, or let me go with slash documents or slash. Go dash I, and we're gonna go to slash documents. Oh, it's like this maybe, or let me see, documents. Can never remember how to do this thing, like something like this. All right, we're gonna do it a different way. All right, so I'm gonna do it a different way. Let's go to cd documents AWS key pair, and we're gonna do SCP -I, and that's gonna be the key. And then looking at this over here, we are going to do slash. Where? All right. Dot slash. Okay, so we do that, and we're gonna do dot slash web storm project untitled, and then Docker compose, and then we're gonna go to the server ec2-user at here. How do I get it into the folder? Let me see that I want it to go into. Colon. Squiggly slash currency. Let's see if that works. Ha, look at that. Copied it over. So now, if we go into here and we go into the currency folder, is there anything in there? Look at that. Look at that. How you like the map? I even started my timer. Let me put up how long we've been going for. I'll put up a 90-minute timer. I always forget to put the timer. It's the first thing on the agenda, but I forget to do it. Let's go at 90 minutes. All right, perfect. Cool. So we got that in there. So now, if we just do a Docker compose up, let's see what happens. Let's take a look at the file first in there, vim docker compose. And everything is in there. So, let me see. I think we can give it a try. Let's see what happens. All right. So, Docker compose up. Unexpected version, SSL version. What in the world does that mean? Let's see what this means. This is why I like to try this stuff in different environments, because maybe we need to update our Docker compose, because I hate to say works on my machine. No, I want to try it on different environments, and seeing that if it fails in EC2, then I want to know why, and I want to fix it. And that way we have a much better understanding of what we're working on. So let's go to here. So I think we saw something like this before. We just had to upgrade Docker compose. So let's see if we were to do, all right, let's try the sudo pip thing. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll find out. Sudo pip, or I guess we don't need sudo because we're already logged in. So pip install upgrade docker-py. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's find out. Or maybe I don't need the dash. Let's try it without the dash, actually. Docker just compose. Ah, look at that. Okay. Now the question is it going to work on the actual website? But it got started. We didn't do the dash D for this for detached, but that's fine because with Docker Compose, everything got started anyways. So if we were to go to, all right, all started. We're gonna go over here. We are going to, do I still have the server open? Nope. All right, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go to copy that and we're gonna go here and we're going to say port 8000. Okay, that's good. What is the, let's see, localhost 8000 currency. All right, so let me just change that then. What? We might end the show earlier. Docker Compose worked right away. All right, so now let's see about the conversion, right? So let's say we do localhost 8100, and I just change this right here. What? Our Docker Compose works. So we just took that Docker Compose from what we created last week and we uploaded it to AWS and it was able to start it right away. And the networking is still working and stuff like that. We don't have, I can change this to USD. Something cool that we could do is, let's say we were to create some type of UI where you click on, or you enter in your when you're entering your, like your from and your to, and then it does the conversion, and then you can add to, you can create an endpoint to add additional currencies and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. But not today, because I do want to move on. I think this might be our last week working with the microservices and Docker and things like that. And then maybe next week we actually move on into Kubernetes, where that's going to be a whole realm of fun for us. You know how we do around here. So, yeah, I mean, that was pretty simple. All right, now in that case, I guess we can spend most of the afternoon then working on if we can update what they gave us to, let's say, add more currencies and stuff like that. Let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna go to, I think this was done in, this is done in Java, so I need IntelliJ open. So let's go to IntelliJ. Jeez. All right. Oh, I never opened IntelliJ on this computer. And don't I import? Could have sworn I had opened it before. What in the world? Let me see something. Oh, that's weird. Let me see. Exit. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I never installed IntelliJ on this computer. Let me see. So let's go and do that together then. IntelliJ. Download, and we're gonna go with the Community Edition. Save that. I love JetBrains products. Oh, ooh, it's taking a sweet time. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see where it's at. It is not done yet. So In the meantime, we are going to, so let's go into the N28 repo. What I want to do is go into this projects right here, go into this microservices, go into currency exchange. And I want to, let's see what we can do. Resources, data SQL. I want to add a few more of these lines, right? In our own, and then we're going to use that to push it up to our Docker Hub. And then we're going to start up, we're going to use Docker Compose, or we're going to build a Docker image, and then we're going to push that up to our Docker Hub, and then we can use that to start up on locally and as well as on, what do you call it? As well as on AWS. So that's the plan. That's what we're working towards right now. So this is done downloading. We're going to install IntelliJ. The only thing I'm not sure of is building the application. Like, let's see how this is doing this. So if we go to here, so we have this file, but is it built into the application? How do you build the application? So let's say we go over here, so H2 console, all right, cool. Containerization. So creating container, run MV, Maven package. Oh, I hope we have Maven on this, because we haven't. I just noticed that I had never had IntelliJ installed. So we'll find out. We shall find out, and we'll make it work. We shall make it work. Okay, let's open that up. Okay, let's go to get from. Let me go like this. Okay, got it. So we got this open, and I'm going to switch screens to this screen. Oh, need a password. What in the world? IntelliJ wants to use your confidential information stored in. Let's see what this is, I guess. Hold on. Okay, yes. All right. So now we have this here. And if we go to, I don't even know if Java is installed on here. Let's go to source, resources, data SQL. So if we update these two, let me get the correct values real quick. We're going to say USD to INR. 8414. EUR to INR 9072. AUD. And then, eventually like adding some way to pull this data up from somewhere so you don't have to like always have outdated data would be even better. This is 5677. And we're going to add a couple of more. Let's look for Canadian dollars, USD to Canada. 138.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
I think that's one for Canada. All right, once we get back, we will continue adding a few more, and then we'll see if we can build this. And this, I don't even know if Java's installed or what. So we're going to figure out a bunch of things in the very, very near future, all right? But it is time for our break, for our first break for today, all right? So, yeah. Let me see. Mitch says that we are not friends. I know we're not friends, Mitch. We are best friends, okay? It says, do you use Looker? I have no idea what Looker is. Let me see what Looker is. What is Looker? Is a business intelligence platform to help users access, analyze, and visualize business data. Data models provides a real-time view. I can show you what I'm reading over here. Shows a real-time view of data from across your organization and multiple clouds. Look Machine Learning, a SQL-based modeling language that lets analysts define and manage business rules and definitions. Reports and dashboards simplifies the creation of reports and dashboards. Integration with Looker Studio allows users to connect to Looker semantic model and analyze, explore, and visualize data. IDE for data modelers provides an IDE for data modelers, embedding an API feature. Looker generates SQL queries based on Look Machine Learning project that describes the relationship between tables and columns. This sounds pretty interesting. I've never heard of it, but I think it's a good idea to explore. I like the whole real-time view of data from across organizations, and it looks like Google owns it. So definitely worth a look. Right? Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. You see, and that is why Mitch is my bestest friend in the whole wide world. All right. This make this a little smaller. Let me see. Okay, cool. So, first break topic. Let me set the timer. Let me go back to full screen and let me set the timer on our first break. And we're gonna go to video share. Not video share. I don't want video share. I want right screen. Did you guys see the whole SpaceX rocket coming back and getting caught in the arms? Like it was just like a baby being caught. That was pretty impressive. If you haven't seen it, let's take a look-see together and see what in the world is going on over there. This pretty cool stuff. This technology, man. This technology. You guys might be afraid of technology. I'm not. Let's take a look. So the rocket ship is coming back down. and it's coming down into, let me see, can you see my mouse? Yep, it's going to come down into this little thingy right here that's going to catch it. And it's going. And it's just going to get caught like a baby falling from a window. Maybe that's not the best example to use, but you get the gist. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. A rocket that comes back to its base. Therefore, it could be reused. And this was their first attempt, and they hit it out the park. That is so cool. I'm impressed. Do that. And there's some other angles of it as well that we don't have to go into that, but I think that was pretty cool. And yesterday, I was with a friend of mine. We were practicing jiu-jitsu, and I took a ride with him in his Tesla. And I hadn't been in a Tesla in a while, and just seeing like the updated technology, like where's my thing? And just seeing like how writing in there, it shows you all the cars that are around you, and just seeing the technology inside the Tesla, like because the last time I rode in one, it was years ago, and they didn't have all that, but able to see like there was a truck parked next to us, and it knew that there was a truck there. It knew how many cars were in front of us. It saw the cars that were passing, and it beeps to let you know that the light has changed to be green and it's time to go. So like you can be on your phone, you can be like looking down like this, and then you hear the beep, like, oh, it's time to go. You know, pretty cool. And then like when you put your turning signals on, it's like on the screen, it shows you like a camera of the turning. I'm like, man, there's a lot of technology in there. It was a smooth ride too. So I'm impressed by Tesla. Don't have one, but they're pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. Would I drive one? I would. But I'm not like going out of my way to get it. But I was impressed by the robots. I was impressed by the Cybercab. I'm impressed by the SpaceX rockets coming back to its base. And I'm going to put my pre-orders in for my robots and my Cybercab because I am ready to be driven around. I'm ready to be chauffeured around. All right. All right. So let's go. Let me go to the chat. And see what these losers are saying. I mean, what my friends are saying. It says, all right. So it says the good old play the video in reverse trick. Okay. All right. Ralph, what I like about Looker is it creates the SQL queries. I hate creating SQL queries, so I'm going to try it out. You know what, Mitch?
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go.
Never mind,
Come
Mitch.
on, get a move on.
Never
back
mind.
To work. Back to work. Back to work.
Break's over. Smoke break is over. Smoke them if you got them. No, but seriously, we're going to try it out on this. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. We're going to try it out on here, right? You have inspired me to try out Looker Business Intelligence. Let me see. Oh, you can try it. You can try it for free. I have no idea what I'm actually going to be putting in there, but we'll see what we can do. Right? We'll definitely try it out, all right? So your car CC uses Tableau. Let me see. Wait. I thought you said nobody drives you around. I don't like people driving me, but if it's a robot driving me, right? If the car is driving me, then I'll give it a try. Oh, okay. So you're talking about yesterday. All right. This is what happened yesterday, right? So remember I said that I was going to go to my friend's house to do jiu-jitsu. And then when it was time to leave, we couldn't find our keys. Apparently, it had fell somewhere like where all the stuff was. So then, in the meantime, my friend took me home to get my keys so we can go back and get the car and leave. However, I mean, like, I couldn't say, "Oh, let me drive your car," because I don't want people driving me around. Like, kind of person do I look like? So I don't like people driving me around, but sometimes you have no choice. All right, Jesus Christ, Mitch, come on, Mitch. I will not dignify your car's comment.
Do not come.
Says they have I see the free trial. I just don't know what type of data I would put in there, but we'll figure it out. Maybe you can help me, Mitch. Maybe you can help me. Let's see. And I will not dignify Mitch's comment with a response as well. I'm just gonna go with one of these. And we're gonna get the show. We're gonna get round 2 started. We're gonna get round 2 started for today. Let's get to it. Let me see. Where are we at? We are gonna go with this one.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right. So we're going to this screen, and we need to see. All right. So SQL. All right. I don't care about SQL files. Let's update this real quick. 138. Let's go and do. Let me find the one for. Let's do EUR to Canada, and that's 151. And I have to update the IDs, the primary keys afterwards. Let's say we do AUD to Canada. Give me another place. Give me another place, right? Another country to translate to, or to convert to. Let's go with 93. We'll leave it at that. All right, we'll leave it at that. So now I'm just going to update these to be 4, 5, 6. All right, now we are going to do, let me see, do we have Maven? Let's see. If I was to go here and I said, according to the documentation, let's go to the documentation real quick. Creating container MVN package. Is that it? MVN package? And then Docker container. So let's open up our MVN. Let's open up our POM file. Let me see what we have in here. So in 28-minute microservice currency exchange, let's change this to 5. Let me see. I guess that's everything. Is there anything that says Docker in here? Control F. Docker. No. So let me see Docker file. What's in here? All right. So Docker file. Clean package run MVN. Huh. Okay, I see. So build is Maven. All right, let's try this. So let's do MVN package and see what happens. Might say that we don't even have MVN installed to be able to do this. So let's find out. MVN command not found. Let me see if we click on this one. Can we do it? Let me see. Let's see. MVN. see. So it says copy dot into, okay, work directory, home app, run MVN. Okay, so we don't have to, we can just build it then. We don't even have to do that because it's just going to copy the files and then build it within the container. So we don't even really need to do that. So let's go ahead and let's execute a Docker file, right? So let's do, let me see. That's weird. All right, or let's do, in that case, let's look up our Docker build commands. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go and do let's go over here. Docker. Let's search Docker build. All right, so we are going to do, we're going to name it our own repo this time. So we're going to do the Docker build -t in 28 minute, but we're going to do our tech coach Ralph, and we're going to name it currency exchange, and it's going to be release number 5. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna do Docker build -t tech coach Ralph / currency exchange : 0.0.5 dot release, and we're gonna do dot, right? So within the folder that it currently is in, and we're gonna go with enter, I believe. All right, we're building. It's run MVN inside the application. All right, it's building that up. Okay, it's still going. Give it taking its sweet precious time. A lot of times in development, you end up waiting. It's a waiting game, waiting for things to build. Java and Maven packages take a little bit longer than others to build, but it'll get there. So once that builds, we are going. We can actually get started on that now. Let's go into here, and I'm going to get a new folder. Let's call that Tech Coach Ralph. And I'm just going to copy this Docker Compose in there. And we're going to call this Tech Coach Ralph. And this is going to be 0.0.5. Actually, no, this is going to stay the same. Currency conversion is not changing. Currency exchanges, Tech Coach Ralph. And we're going to call that currency exchange, and then 0.0.5. It's still going to be on port 80, on port 8000, and it's still going to be on port 8100. And is this done? This is done. All right, cool. So now if we go into our WebStorm and we do Docker PS, we do not have, oh no, we do have it running. So that's, all right. So we're going to go to, let's go to here and we're going to go to clear and we're going to do Docker PS to see what we have running. And we're going to shut down the ones that, all right, so we're going to, all right, we're going to go to here and we're going to do Docker compose down. So we're going to shut down the ones that we set up last week, and we're going to try to update this to use the ones that we just put up right now. So if we go to, clear Docker images, we should see the one that we just created. There it goes. TechCoach Ralph, currency exchange, right here, right? So now if we go to WebStorm and we go into CD, TechCoach Ralph, and we do Docker compose up, I think that should work. Let's see what happens. Well, that sucks. Manifest. Oh, I think it's dot. That's why. I think it's dot. So this should be an actual dot over here. All right. So let's try that again. Stuff be happening. All right, says it started. It says it started. All right, so let's go over to our screen over here. And if we were to do localhost 8000, and it has the updated ones that we did. Look at that. And if we were to do USD to Canada, what? Now let's see if we were to do our 8100 and we were to do, so we keep that and we have our updated currency, multiple amount. Now, if we add Canada into here, look at that. That is beautiful. Works like a charm. So this is running off our customized image that we built, and then we pulled that into our Docker compose file. Like we're using the Docker compose file to call that. Next thing that we want to do is we want to push that image to our Docker hub, right? So let's get our Docker hub. hub.docker.com. And we search for TechCoach Ralph. And I want to push a new image up there. So let me see. Push image to Docker Hub, Docker push. And so I guess it's going to be Docker push. And then the name of the, there's no option. All right, cool. I think that's what it's going to be, right? So if we go to clear Docker push TechCoach Ralph / currency exchange : 0.0.5.release. And let's see if that ends up working. All right, so that is pushed up. So now if we go back to over here And we look at over here and we do a little bit of a we click on this and look at that. We have our currency exchange right about here and we click on that and we have our tags and it is good to go. So now if we were to go to our terminal and we go to our AWS environment. You know what? Let's look for something real quick. Can you overwrite ports in Docker Compose? Can you overwrite ports in Docker Compose file? Yes, you can override ports in Docker Compose file using a Docker Compose override.yaml. That's interesting. That is interesting. So in Docker Compose override, add the services you want to modify and specify the new port mapping under the ports key. Interesting. When you run Docker Compose automatically merges the Docker Compose and with the Docker. Ooh. Replacing the port mapping to completely replace original port mapping, use override keyword. What do I mean by completely replace it? Adding port mapping to add a new port mapping without removing the original. Simply list the new mapping. Oh, okay. Remove the port mapping. To remove the port mapping, completely use the reset. Is that the only way to do it? There's not a command I can use to override it. All right. Well, we can give that a try. I think we can give that a try. We got some time. So let's go to, let's go to, let me see. We're going to go back to AWS. I'm going to try to keep what we have on AWS running, right? But all right, so I'm going to stop it. And I'm going to run it again with a -D. All right, so it started with that. Now we're going to say ls. We're going to do cd, or let's do a make directory. Oh, let me share this on this other screen. We're going to do a cd or mkdir, and we're going to call that tech coach Ralph. cd tech coach Ralph. And now we're going to copy the file into, so we want that to go into tech coach Ralph. Jesus. All right. And we're going to go to, what the world I have in here? I'm going to go here. And let's just get rid of that. And we'll do tech, go here. And then Docker Compose, and that's going to copy into a folder called tech coach Ralph. And it's probably easier to create the, oh no, I don't want to do the override there. Let's see. All right, so let's see if we go into here and we go to VIM for Vim to create a new file. You guys remember the story about the person who was using Vim and the wife did not care whatsoever? It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we're going to do Vim. And then we're going to do Docker. What is the file called? Let me see and pull that up. Docker-compose. dot override dot YAML. And we're going to do oops. Do that again. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna do I for insert, and we're gonna do version colon 3.7. We're gonna say services. See, I have it here. Docker compose. So, all right, services. And that's going to be slightly, or no, that's not inserted. So we're going to say 3.7, and then we're going to say services. We're going to call that currency exchange. And we're going to say
Lunch break. Lunch break.
ports. We'll do port 8050 8000 on this one. I guess I need quotation marks. Or ports 8050 to 8000. We probably have to open that port. But I think that's, and then we can do, and then we'll get back, we'll do the one for currency conversion, all right? Good enough. Anyway, let's go to break. Let's go to break. So that was round 2. We're doing great. We are doing great. I'm having a great time. I like the idea of customizing this stuff so that we can get better context and better understanding of what we're doing, why we're doing it, so that we can play around with it, right? So, and when we get back, we'll also make sure that the port 8050 and 8150 are open as well, so that we don't have any complications, which you can always open them afterwards anyway. So, yeah, let me see what the chat is talking about, and then I have a topic that might not be the nicest topic to talk about, but I have to tell you the truth. I have to tell you the truth. All right. So, and I think Mitch, his feelings might get hurt on behalf of you, but Mitch is the good guy. Mitch is the good guy, as Mitch always says. I am not the good guy. Let me see. Mitch says, "Don't threaten him with a good time." It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So, let's talk about this topic real quick, right? I'm gonna start off with this with all due respect. With all due respect. Okay? So, I'm not even gonna show who wrote it because I don't like to do that, right? But I'm gonna put this. So, the topic is nobody cares. Nobody that matters actually cares, right? Nobody that matters cares, right? Let's put our clock up. So what am I talking about? I'm gonna share my screen with you, right? I was scrolling through the wonderful, beautiful streets of LinkedIn, and I saw one of these "Cry Me a River" posts, And what did this "Cry Me a River" post say? Right. Well, let's read it together. And I took a picture of it because I don't want to show who wrote it. Not that I even know who this person is, but I don't want to expose anybody like that. But it's a "Cry Me a River" post, right? So, and I'm pretty sure Mitch is going to cry me a river for this one, and he's going to say that I'm so mean. But guess what? It's the truth. Mitch, regardless of how mean what I'm going to say is, I also want you to let me know, is what I'm saying true or not? All right, you to your car. I mean, your car is nice, but he's not as nice as Mitch, right? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. But I'm just the mean one. But here we go. Oh God, it's 2. Let me see. Can I get it a little smaller? Let's see. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. There we go. Cool. So it says ghosting should not exist. Right, let me move this out the way actually, so you don't see that. So you can see. Oh, that's fine. I can read it. But it says ghosting should not exist. Right. Today I applied for a role at 11:01 a.m. Not 11 on the dot, not 11:02, but 11:01 a.m. And within 3.5 hours, by 2:30 p.m., I received a bland and unhelpful rejection email. While disappointed, at least I received a response. The email said that I did not meet the criteria for the role, the same role I previously performed at an organization as a contractor 2.5 years ago. This experience raised questions. If the organization can respond promptly, why do others fail to do the same? In a current job market that is relatively quiet, there are likely numerous HR personnel with time on their hands. Yet many organizations, let me hide this, right? Yet many organizations struggle to provide timely feedback to candidates, if at all. A rejection, even with minimal feedback, serves as acknowledgement that I exist in another database of CVs or resumes. It's a reminder that every interaction matters, even in the face of disappointing news. So, here's my message to whoever. And before I even go to that, right? Look at this. 1,804 reactions to this, right? 333 comments and 39 reposts, right? My message to you. Nobody that matters actually cares about anything that is said in this post. The 1,804 people who have put their thumbs up, oh yeah, and they feel for this person, right? And they're applauding the courage that it took to say this, right? Not one of them are going to have the capability to hire this person. The 333 comments that are cheering this person on for their courage and stuff like that, they can't do anything for you. And that's why when I see these things right here, right? Oh wait, what the heck? When I see these over here, I don't care. Like, because no, at the end of the day, nobody really, like, it doesn't do anything for anybody. Right? It just, like, you want to be acknowledged by, there's billions of people in the world, right? And just because you apply for a job, and then you're making it seem like the people who work at these companies, that they're just sitting around doing nothing. You know, if you're sitting around doing nothing at a company, especially especially right now, you're probably getting fired, because we see how expensive things are. You see how, like, the economy is. No one is just sitting around with time on their hands. No HR personnel. I say, I'm going to stand up for the HR personnel. No HR personnel is sitting around.
Chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work.
With time on your and the other thing is, right? Nobody owes you any feedback. Nobody owes you anything. You are at, like, we are so focused on, like, we don't have our eyes focused on the prize. Like I was saying the other day, when I apply, or maybe it's in the video that I'm going to be releasing tomorrow, but when I apply for something, I add it to a spreadsheet and I move on, and I say, okay, let me follow back up in a week or something like that. But I have absolutely zero emotional attachment to any application I've ever put in. Once I get an offer, now we're talking, like, okay, let's do it, like, right? But expecting somebody, like, rejection email or no rejection email, I couldn't care less, because they do not owe me anything. Did they ask me to apply for their job? No, they said, here's a posting. Whoever wants to apply for it, by all means, go for it, right? But they don't owe me anything. They don't owe me a response. If like, I don't know how many people applied for it. If they're like, did anybody check it? I don't know. I don't care. I see a job. If I like it, I apply for it. If I don't apply for it. But now I'm gonna feel butthurt about because nobody reached out to me. And my last message, right? These 1,804 people who react to this make you feel much better. Oh my God, you got support, you got support, you got support. There is absolutely nothing that they can do for you. Because if you're looking for a job, right? And I'll tell you this, you guys are lucky I'm not in the position to hire people. Like I'm not a recruiter or anything like that. Because like you already, like, before you even get offered the role, right? You're already putting out negativity in there. And now, if so now, let's say we do give you a chance, right? And we interview you, and we say, okay, like you don't fit the criteria or whatever. Like you're not a good fit, right? You know the comments saying you're not a good fit. Now you're going to be making another post talking about, oh, I have 2.5 years. I performed the same role 2.5 years ago. Well, that was 2.5 years ago. Sorry, that was 2.5 years ago. But you're like, and now you're gonna be like, oh, they didn't give me a chance, and not you're just always gonna be the perpetual victim. This, to me, is the victim mindset of just a little interaction, just acknowledge me. I always say this: nobody owes you anything. Like, the focus is landing a position. Don't worry about like all that other stuff. Keep moving forward. Keep your eyes on the prize. Right? Hurt feelings never paid the bills. All right? I'm just saying. With all due respect. All right? Does that make it okay? With all due respect. All right? Anyways, let's go out there and win. Let me see what the chat has to say before we get back. Let me see. Your car is mean. See, your car is the mean one. See, I'm actually the nice one. Your car is the mean one. All right. Mitch says 2 thumbs up for me. What are you 2 thumbing up? They can't do anything for the person, but most of them know the feeling. That's why you're saying you agree. Okay, fine. I knew you would agree. I knew you would agree, Mitch. I knew it. You are the heart of this operation, all right? So they can't do anything for the person, but they know the feeling. That's why but see, the thing with those reactions, then now you start feeling good. Oh yeah, I'm right. No, you're wrong. You're wrong, because if you're not winning, then you're wrong. All right. Let's see. Mitch says mean Ralph. Oh, that's not nice. That's not a nice thing to say, Mitch.
Do not come.
Your car says there are winners and losers in life. If we have to stop for all the losses, you will never get the win. You know that
Message.
See? Thank you, Yakar. Mitch says, Ralph, you need counseling. Possibly. Maybe I do. But guess what? I didn't know where I was going with that. Never mind. I didn't know where I was going with that, Mitch. He says, you would be the type of recruiter manager who won't hire you because you know more than him. I wouldn't hire somebody because I know more than them? Is that what you're saying? Why would I do that? If that was the case, I wouldn't even make this channel, I'm just saying. Like, I love people who know more than me. I love working with people who know more than me because I get to learn so much, Don't threaten me with a good time, Mitch. Don't threaten me with a good time. It says, wait, I missed one. It says, don't make your emergency my emergency. Let's see. Don't tell me about, it says, don't tell me about to get your lights cut off. Tell me when you need help paying the bills so they don't get cut off. Don't tell me when you are about to get your lights cut off. Tell me when you just need help paying the bill so they don't. Oh, so you're saying like at the last, okay, I see. So like don't wait to the last minute is what you're saying, right? Your car, I think that's what you're saying. Let me know. But I get it. kind of agree. Yep, happens all the time, and I stop helping, so I'm the bad guy. Mitch, you will never ever be the bad guy. See me, my motto is my motto is don't even tell me about your lights getting cut off. See, I'm the bad guy. I'm like, your phone should have got cut off instead. All right, I'm sorry. That was mean. With all due respect. You know, I'm gonna get a soundbite of that. With all due respect, all right. Anyways, let's get to the last. Segment of the show. Right. Let's do it.
It's time to do.
All right. So let's go to. You don't believe me. All right. Nobody like if you check my phone, the only people who call me Mitch are scams. Like are the scam people that I never answer the phone to. So my phone never rings. So all right, let's go to. We're going to AWS. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go to our security group so we can open those two ports up. Security. And we have 8100. So, all right, let's just open up 80. Let's just open up 8,000 to 200. 8,200. I have 8,200 open actually. All right, let's go and edit this then. Security groups. And we're going to go to inbound rule. And we're going to do edit inbound rules. We're going to do, let me get rid of that one. Let me get rid of that one. Let me get rid of, or I can just do 8,002. All right, let's save the rules. Your car, as long as you don't start a whole stream about me, about never texting you. I'm just saying, don't start a whole stream about me. All right, let's get to the other. Let's get over here. Let's do. Let's do currency exchange ports dash 81500 or 8150 and 8100. Right? Let's go to WQ. And now I think we can try to Docker Compose up. Let me see, Docker Compose. Let's see what happens with that. I have no idea. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. Docker Compose up. Currency exchange already defined at line 4. Oh, did I make a mistake? Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, so but here's the good thing, right? It actually took the. It actually read the override file, and that's why conversion. Okay, so now if we try it again, we go to let's see what happened. Port already allocated. Bind 8. That's interesting. Attaching currency conversion. 8,000 already allocated. Let me see something. Docker PS. We have currency exchange. Currency exchange. Okay. 8,000. All right. So what do I have in? Wait a second. What do I have in this one then? Let's look at that. How is it already allocated? It's not being. That should be from within, from inside of the container. Let's see. Oops. Q to quit. So currency exchange 1. Let's see what happens. So networking, currency network, tech coach Ralph, container, tech coach Ralph, currency exchange, created, attaching currency conversion and currency exchange 1. Okay. And then error, driver failed programming external connectivity on bind 000. Failed port is already allocated. Why would it do that? Huh. That's weird. Let me try that one more time, see what we get. Says the attaching, gracefully stopping. Let me see. Docker PSA. And we have, so let me do a log check on this one. Docker logs. No logs on that one. No logs there either. I think the problem is with the currency exchange because it's trying to do it on port 8000. But that's so weird. Let me see. Vim port 8000, currency exchange 8000 to 8050 into 8000, but that should be internal. That should be internal to the server, so to the Docker container. Let me see. Q. Let me see. Vim Docker compose .yml. Oh, not that file. Docker ps. Or not Docker. Let's go with ls. Docker. So Vim Docker -compose.yaml. So in here we have our currency exchange, currency conversion, oh, wait a second. We're gonna need to update the environment variable as well. And currency exchange image. Let's see, ports 8000, network currency network. Got the network stuff. Depends on currency exchange. So let's override the environment as well. Let's try that. And if we go to change the override one, we'll do, I don't remember what it was. Oh, I can get it from the other one. So actually it's going to be in this one. Environment, : and I'll just grab it from here. Let's just grab it from here. This is going to be 8050. Yeah. Let's try that again. Oops. WQ. Let's see what happens. So it worked locally, but maybe AWS is preventing that or something. The port external connectivity on endpoint bind for 000 failed port is already allocated. But I'm not using that port. That's what I don't understand. Let me see. Let's look that up. AWS EC2. If you're seeing port already allocated, you can try Docker PSA. Copy the container ID. I don't want to stop it though. I just want it to. Some ports are reserved by default. No. Let's take a look at this one. Let's see. I don't want to remove it though. You see how we're doing this 4,000 into 80? That's what I want to do. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Docker PS 8,000 to 8,000. That's not what I'm doing. So weird. I mean, we'll definitely get it to work, but it's just I want it to override so that outside is outside to inside. Yeah, it's outside to inside. Let me see. Or is it the other way? Let's see. Make sure. I'm pretty sure it's outside to inside. Docker ports. Oops. That's not the one I want. Let's see, port. Let's say Docker port, Docker run port, number before colon. It requires two numbers separated by, all right, the number on the left is the port on the host computer. The number on the right is the port on the process running Docker. Docker maps ports on the host to the port on the... Yeah, so that should work. Because I'm not using the same one. It might be how AWS exposes the ports. Cause I could shut this one down, but it wouldn't be as cool. Hmm. 8100, 8100, 8000 to 8000. But it's saying that this one is well, it might be what it is, right? So, port 8000 currency conversion. Wait a second. All right, wait a second. Oh no, that's right. I guess I would have to change this. No, I shouldn't have to. Because I'm overriding currency exchange port. Docker compose. Vim docker compose overwrite. Oh, wait a second. Wait just 1 second. There was that thing about override that I forgot about. If we look over here. Replacing the port mapping to completely replace the original port mapping, use the override keyword. So maybe that's what it is. Adding to the port mapping to add a new port mapping without removing the original, simply list. Okay, that might be what it is. Let's go to, that might be what it is actually. Let's go to, where does it add it? Right on above it, so. Override. Override. Close that down. And Docker compose up. Let's see. Well, something's starting up. All right, now let's go to our browser. And if we go to the application, and we refresh that. So now if we change this to port 80, let me go to the other one first. Well, let's go to this is not going to be currency again, it's going to be currency exchange. I don't remember the URL. Localhost currency exchange. Let's use that. Oops, what's going on here? My goodness, what's going on here? Okay. So we change that to 80, 50. 8050 should be open. EC2 8050 currency exchange from, didn't even go in there actually. 8050. Let me see something. Local host. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do local host. Okay, so now if we take this and we go to here, let's go back to our server. And we were to copy the instance address. And we go to looking for? Oh yeah, looking for the local host. Okay, we got an error, at least this time. I don't see the error in here though.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
So let's go over here. And that error looks familiar, actually. Remember how we fixed it last time. But either way, I think this is a good stop. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to do this, actually. Let's go and let's do this. Let's go over here, and I'm going to stop this insanity. And I'm just going to go cd cd docker compose down. What? Oh, docker compose down. And then I'm going to go back into our folder. And why did that work last time? Oh, because we had the override on. Let's go to cd dot. Let me see what's inside our cd. I know I just copied that today. Let's go with vim docker compose 8100 currency network. So let's go to, I'm gonna just change that. CD, how do we rename in Linux? Rename file in Linux. Oh, no, dummies. We are going to go with, all right, so MV is file name. So MV docker compose override to docker MV override dot back. What? MV, or my goodness, MV. All right, now let's try docker compose up. So do you notice that the currency conversion is even starting up? Bin sh exec format. Let's see, we do docker. Shoot. Control. So docker logs. And let's look at, let's do docker ps first. Docker ps-a to see everything. And currency conversion. Okay, let's do docker logs and here. Exec format error. Okay. Well, I think that covers it for today then. We'll have to let me make sure they didn't have something in there. So I'm looking at over here real quick. It says that, well, I don't know. I think we'll finish this part up next week. It's a configuration thing. I don't know what's going on with Docker on that one. I mean, we got Docker working because we're overriding, but let me see. I copied it over. There's no logs. Docker. Oh, the error was the exact format error. So let me look at the up real quick. It says create a Docker image, and you got this error. This one says, okay. I don't know. We'll do some more research next week on that. But that's it for today. That is it for today. I think we did good. We did a lot. We almost got it working on AWS with our custom image, but we'll finish that up next week, and then we'll 99% chance we're going to get into Kubernetes next week. Not sure where, probably just installing it and starting to try to play around with it. But I think that's a good stopping point for today, right? Let me see what the chat has to say before we get up out of here. Let me see. Your car says that he cannot make a stream about me not texting him back. I never texted him to begin with. You just like Discord. I actually hate Discord, to be honest with you, but I have to keep my app open for people like you. I don't like Discord, but it's easy that way. And I can send gifts on Discord. Says Ralph thinks he's better than us. Not really, but let's see. And says Mitch says he knows and him though. Well, fine, fair enough. I can live with that. Let's see. Mitch is asking your car if he watches football, and your car is like, nope, not doing it. Says I'm going more into Looker because of the cloud and Fin ops. That's a good point. That is a good point. Shout out to my guy Mitch. Chris says he doesn't watch sports. I played football from 5 years old to 18. I stopped caring once I got to college. Okay. I don't watch sports either for the most part. Let me see. Let's see. So your car is talking about some football player in Dallas, which I couldn't care less about. And Mitch told your car that your car is not a nice person. That's mean. Anyways, that's it for today. We're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully, okay, now I gotta watch it. Now I gotta read what your car said. He says, "What's crazy is that I'm from Dallas, or what's crazy is I'm from Terrell, which is next to Dallas. So my family are Cowboys fans, except my pops. I'm the only one who can afford to go to the game, but I don't care." And that's what Mitch said is not nice. Yeah. See, your car sounds like my second break time conversation.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And remember, tomorrow morning I will be with my guy Joseph on the Talk That Tech show. We're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff, and there's even a guest that's joining the show to share some information, which is going to be really cool. So I definitely highly recommend that you join us tomorrow morning on the Talk That Tech show, and we're going to have a great time. Mitch, you definitely want to be there. Okay, I'm just saying, you definitely want to be there. Yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. On your way out, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content. Check out techcoachralph.dev. We are going to, we have exclusive content over there, really good stuff. One-on-one coaching is available, different tiers, and we have videos about how to use LinkedIn effectively, how to use Glassdoor effectively, how to use AI effectively. We do some live streams up there as well. Like I probably got to do one like in November about me updating my resume. I always like to update my resume 2 to 3 times a year. All that good stuff. All right. Let me see. Oh, we got, so, on our way out. So your car says that I must be tired. I'm not tired. Not really, but to go and investigate this error right here probably takes us another hour. I got some more meetings today. I think there's a thing at 5 o'clock as well, your car, that we gotta be at. Let me see. It says he rushes when he is tired. What am I rushing? I'm not rushing anything. Mitch says he won't be there. I know. So I'll see you in the morning, Mitch. Your car says I'm a sucker for family. I'm not. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust anybody. I'm just saying. Mitch says he is too. It depends on who though. That's how you guys get burned. That's how you guys get burned.
Bruh.
Let me see. Those who know better don't even. Says Ralph is like the long lost evil brother, so I might be a sucker. I'll see you there in the morning, Mitch. I know you'll be there, and you're gonna be there bright and early because you bring Tech Coach Ralph with Talk That Tech together. It is going to be crazy. Says we are saving Ralph's soul. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
What do I get mad about? I don't think I've ever been mad on a stream. Anyways. Well, let me see. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here. Did you guys have a good time? I think we did a lot of good work today. Learned a lot. I never even knew about this Docker override stuff, so I highly enjoyed that. And we're going to figure out the rest. I don't know why this error is actually happening because it didn't happen locally, so we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Oh, wait. Mitch says, wait, one last thing. Okay, what's your last thing, Mitch? What is your last thing? I'm still going to play the entertain video while we wait.
It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Did you see the Obama thing? Are you saying the Obama thing when he was telling certain demographics of people that they better do what he says or else? Is that the one you're talking about? Where he threatened to take a certain demographic of people and put them over his knees and spank them. And then he also said, you're lucky that my wife isn't here because you guys would really get a lecture if she was here, but you guys are stuck with me. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? If that's what you're talking about, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mitch. No idea. Yeah, that was, if you guys ever watched if you guys had seen if you guys had seen the Fannie Willis case in Georgia when she was on the stand and she was like, that was cute. Yeah, that's how I felt. But that was cute. Appreciate it. But thank you, but no thank you. I mean, if your car and my best friend Mitch can't even shame me into doing anything except for not drinking energy drinks, which I have not drank an energy drink since then, right? But if they can't even make me feel bad or shame me or anything, Obama's gonna make me feel one type of way. Come on, son. All right, I'm just saying.
Do not come.
All right, and you guys know
I'm a knucklehead at times.
I'm a knucklehead at times. All right, so the question now.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a great time. Let's see. It says you love ATL. It's like ATL is like a if you put it in a petri dish, right? And then now you look at it under a microscope and you can learn so many different things. So that's what I feel about ATL. And it says, we don't try to shame you. Telling the truth is different from shaming. Whatever. Call it shame, telling me the truth. Whatever it is, it does not faze me one bit. So whatever you guys try to do, if it doesn't have any impact on me, I don't think that former, because now we have to say former, because before I never remembered us having to say former when we were talking about a president, but former President Barack Obama his thoughts does not have any type of impact on me whatsoever. All right. And it says, I know he is a them. Maybe not. It says Ralph is T.I.'s friend who drove the El Camino. I don't even know what you're talking about. I know who T.I. is. He also retired from performing. Did you guys see that? T.I. retired from performing. So, let's play a goodbye song for T.I. then. But yeah, that's it. You guys know yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is not tomorrow's price because
one more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is always going up because you guys saw yesterday on the morning show, right? On the morning show, the eggs are getting more expensive. So that's why your car is so grouchy today, right? Because he saw yesterday that the price of eggs are going up again. Sorry, your car. So I guess the El Camino, that was in the ATL movie. I don't know. I don't remember ATL movie. I think that movie was trash anyway, so I don't remember that movie. Since I would never go to a T.I. concert, I would never go to any rap concert because I ain't trying to get shot out here, right? I'm just saying. If it's gonna be pork and not eating bread with cheeseburgers that take me out, I'll go with that. But I am not getting shot at a T.I. concert or any other rap concert, all right? I'm just saying. It says Ralph is old. You can't forget. What did I forget? He said it is. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys in the morning on the Talk That Tech Show with my guy Joseph. This is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Do not come.
I'm a knucklehead at times.